Okay. Welcome back, guys. Part 6. As you can probably see, I'm not where we left off, and I've got some new threads on. I basically, when I logged on to do a bit of farming, like I said I was in the last video, I got a QR code pop up to link my Amazon Prime account with this account, and they're obviously promoting something because then I got given this set of gear, which is, I think it's Carolingian, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry if I just butchered that. Which is pretty cool. I did also get a spear and a shield, but I actually tried the spear out for a bit and I find it really slow and clunky. I've never really liked two-handed weapons, and I like shields even less. So I've actually, to be honest with you, when I looked at the specs against the axe that I've already got, or in this case 2 axes, because I've got it in both hands, I actually preferred the 2 axes. Equip that back on. So, I mean, it goes to show, I mean, you probably, if you've gamed quite a bit before as well, know that just because something is possibly either, I mean, in this case they're called mythical, but, you know, then superior and legendary and all that sort of thing, just because something is a higher supposed, like, legendary versus elite versus whatever, as long as the stats are better, I keep it on. So I'm not too bothered about that. And as I say, I like the speed and I like the precision of having 2 weapons. So I got that. I also got a mount, but I'm not able to call it yet. I've still got Eeyore because I think I've got to actually get my settlement set up in England first. And then once I've got stables built, I can call the mount. So I'd be really interested to see what that looks like. I think I also got a figurehead and something else for the ship, but again, haven't really done that yet. So where are we? So I've had a little pootle about, as you can see on the map. There's a lot more down this end of the map that is now revealed that wasn't, and a lot of the yellow wealth dots I've greedily, as you can see in the bottom right, been around and got quite a bit of wealth. And the reason for that being was I quickly discovered if you can find chests in this game, you'll get a good chunk of leather and a good chunk of ore, rather than going around and looking for the ore and hunting the local wildlife. I just decided to go around and see what I could find along the way, opening up the map as I went and getting some of the leather and ore I needed to upgrade my gear. I mean, I'm glad that I got the gear first, because I would have spent time and leather and ore on upgrading the other stuff, and I might go back to it, I don't know, rather than the stuff that I've got on now, which has a hell of a lot more upgrading slots, if you can see the difference, if you just look at all those slots compared to those slots. I don't know what that means yet, I have to be honest with you, so it's all a little bit of a learning curve. I haven't gone too far up the map, so I haven't sort of unlocked this area. I mean, the suggested power is a little bit, you know, dodgy anyway, but I mean, saying that, it says suggested power 280 here, and I've been all around here, got this sync point. I even defeated like a little mini, I don't think he was a boss, but he was like a, I suppose, like a local, like it's like a mini boss, but not really a boss. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. He was a hard nut, but he wasn't in any way Kyoppe, let's put it that way. And pretty much dropped a load of crap anyway, so I don't even know why I bothered. Oh, it was because he had an ingot as well, so that's interesting as well. Sometimes when you see the yellow dots on the map, they're actually like, say, the lieutenants who are carrying the wealth, so you won't get that unless you defeat them. So that's basically what I've been doing, getting sync points, getting some wealth. Not really been doing the mysteries, as you can see, because I kind of didn't want to spend too long on this part of the map. I want to get on the road with our main quest with Sigurd. So that's me waffling on. Where are we? So at the minute, I think I just wanted to get this last sync point before we headed out, but I don't think I'll bother. Mainly because if I do need to come back, then I'll probably come back, fast travel, call my boat and come over here. But I wanted to see what this was here, and I'm glad I did actually, because we are actually at the beginning of this whole story. This is where all of the shit went down, basically, with Eivor's family at the beginning, when he was, or she in this case, because I chose a female character, but she was small. Like for instance, here we go.
I still remember the smell of the feast, the anticipation of a dinner I never got to eat.
Yeah, I just found this place as I was wandering about. I wasn't even looking for it, if I'm honest.
I spilled ink on this throne. The stain is still there, in the furs after all these years. Father was furious.
Look at her bossing it out. Yeah, so I had to get in. I had to get in via the roof. There is some wealth here, that's what drew me. And I still haven't found how to get in, so this is where we're going to start this little journey. I'm going to try and get back out, because you can't get out. Still can't get out from the door. I'll figure this one out, actually. How do I get out? Getting in was easy enough, through the hole in the roof. I wonder if there's a way out via the door. Maybe I have to... I have to shoot. It doesn't look very likely. Okay. Maybe I do have to go out the roof. Can't go out the main door. Just gonna have a little sort of search about. Have a look around anyway. And this is where it all began, in this little room. When kneeling down here, getting the ring out ready to hand to the king. It's a great way they've done the story, actually. You think you'd be able to get out one of these doors. It's super annoying. Right, let's figure this out. It's a little puzzle in and of itself, isn't it, really? Okay. I wonder if we can get up there, get a bit further up. Yeah, maybe this is where we get. Right, that's better. That's what we wanted. Right, okay. Right, so there's the roof. And what I was planning to do is I was planning to get the wealth from here, because it seemed like an easy bit of wealth. Oh, by the way as well, guys, the reason that I haven't filmed me going around getting all the wealth, because some of it was in like marauders camps and some distrust areas, was if you are playing this game or thinking of playing this game for the first time, a lot of the wealth around this area is actually pretty easy to get. I didn't touch this one. It's right in the dead centre of Stavanger, and there's a lot of guards there. There's a lot of wealth sort of dotted around anyway that you could easily get that wasn't guarded. But the stuff that was guarded in some of... where's a good example? Like the Marauder's Den, or Knotfall, or even this, was on the very edge of the camp. So you could almost just climb up the side of the building with everybody there, grab it and run. Didn't even have to assassinate maybe one or two people, but then you were home and dry. So it was almost, you know, just if you wanted to practice your assassination skills, you could, but I don't think it really. You didn't really need to do anything like that if you wanted to. You could have just sort of did a grab and run, basically, which is what I did for most of it, just so that I could get enough gear together. Now, what's interesting about this is it's saying there's a staircase, so I'm wondering if there's a hidden entrance and I just can't find it. I mean to do that. Because here it says on the compass staircase. If I... And you can see it's below. So I'm not entirely sure. So I couldn't see an entrance. That doesn't mean to say it's not there. Hang on a minute. This is looking promising. Aha! Right, so I was too busy sort of pootling around in the house.
When Father first showed me this passage, I was so excited. I won every game of hide and fetch after that.
So let's go and have a look. We'll get this bit of wealth and then we'll oh yeah, and that's it. I've also collected a few runes as well, which is nice. Oh. That looked like it was a reflection of glass, but obviously it's stone. What do I need to do here? Move. Okay. This is going to be very similar to Origins.
Precious things. How did Kjotvi's dogs miss this?
See what I mean? How much leather and ore I'm getting from just these chests. So they're dotted about wherever you see the yellow wealth dots, which is really handy to know, rather than have to spend time farming. And you obviously at the same time get to open up a lot of the map. You get to go to the places you need to for the sync points. It just makes it a hell of a lot easier. So, you know, if I had an inclination to go and get more, I would go here and here, but I think we need to crack on with this quest line. So there's also a legendary beast here. It's like a deer or a reindeer. And there was some wealth nearby in a cave where the guy had tried to kill him and it had killed him. I couldn't even seem to get its attention, so I don't know if I'm not a level that's high enough yet or if I just haven't done something that I need to, but anyway. Let's get on with the quest line and head over to England because I actually want to get my mount. Again, you know, sort of pause the video if you want to read these. But these are obviously some of the enemies that I've encountered when I was farming. Stealing, in this case. So what's this? Oh, so you can reduce the weight of your weapons as well. That's interesting. Okay, what else have I... Oh yeah, this is just random bits that I've been... Good, alright. And I'll go through and put some runes in. There's empty slots. Not everything can be can have, you know, if you pick up a rune, they are specific to either weapons or gear, so even though I've got some empty slots here, I don't think I've got runes for them yet, so I'm gonna have to look in my inventory and figure that one out. But as I say, I've already waffled on too much. We've had a trip down memory lane, even if that memory was pretty horrendous. It's time to get on with the quest line. Looking very Romanesque, I think. It's pretty cool, these loading screens. Right, here we are. Look, they're all waiting for me.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
I am ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Is it all going to kick off? Probably.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
It is easy to lose one's way on the road to glory. Do not let false victories blind you to what is true.
You talk of false victories to me, old man? A sad old bear who destroyed his honor with one bent knee. The further I sail from this place, the louder I will sing.
I will be his anchor, Lord.
No, you must be his better half. May Agir bless your voyage.
Oh, plus 300 supplies and raw materials plus 20. Nice. So it wasn't going to kick off, but yeah, I mean, you can see where this is going, really, can't you? He is power hungry, Sigurd, and that's possibly why you betray him. Doesn't really bode well.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those bulls!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Bragi, sing a song to lift our hoop.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent the season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England! Glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
That whole thing was the start. Wow.
University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them. Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever. Dr. Circa went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Wow, this is interesting. She looks like 10 tons of crap. She needs to take a holiday. This is obviously what going in the Animus too long does to you. Either that or, you know, what's going on here.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Got round here, anything else to examine? Going to assume we need to go in.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Okay.
Did you get my tea?
Some quality stuff here.
Let's get inside.
Oof, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Right. We all can see what that spear is, so remember that from...
I went
Oopsie.
through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
It's on the old laptop.
Let's have a look.
Oh, there's probably tons on here that I'm not going to really get time to go through. I don't have COVID. Wow. May 11th, 2020. Okay. Gift of the old blood, the curse of not understanding it. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Would your favourite baseball team happen to be Atlantis Eagles? Oh Christ, look at how much there is. Again, I'm probably going to look all through this in editing, so pause video at points if you want. I'm finding it really interesting that they managed to script COVID into this. Okay.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Okay.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Wow, I didn't realise we were going to get a lecture in philosophy when I opened that message. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, it was interesting. Went a little bit the way of... it was a bit creepy at the beginning because it almost sounded like they were talking a bit like of the Trumpisms that's happening at the minute, as you're probably aware. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, I'm really... If these two end up starting to look like they're going to be long, then I might just cut them short.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing.
Okay, see, he's already starting to waffle, and it's probably going to be similar for this second one, so I'm going to leave it there, because what it's like to be an assassin, etc. I think we can get the gist of what all this is. These are just documents on... Yeah, as I say, I think we need to get on. I didn't realise what's in the trash. It's always interesting. Ah, a letter to Victoria's parents. Okay. Ooh. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
That's quite nice. Soothing.
I didn't realise we were going to be going on a little trip down memory lane. But I suppose it's a nice way to show what's riding on her success.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
No, we don't know what's going to come on, and it's not worth it.
Sean has been busy.
An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. A Norse warrior. Okay.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Okay. Let's just have a quick look round and then we'll crack on.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
Right, bossy.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
That's it. Raspberry. Eden bites. Interesting. Right. Anything else?
Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Okay. Let's crack on. I think we'll be heading to England, I hope.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... That message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Okay, that was well done. I liked that.
There she is. England. Our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all, and will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood! May Thor bless you all on your way! We will see you soon!
Sail on!
Yes! I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not. But they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them. Like our sacrifices to Odin the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
The detail, it's so cool.
Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dad. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding, once we have settled. Come to, stop the boats. Pull up over there. The way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before pressing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Right, okay. I'm gonna send Sunan out first.
Have a look, Sunan.
So we need to get rid of that chain. Release the naval chain. I mean, okay, so that looks like what to me where we need to be. We need to get to this point here. I might even be able to sneak round. I don't know, we'll see. I'll put my pointless disguise on, because, you know, I'll still see me. At least I won't, when I take a dip in England, I won't be freezing to death. Does it want me to go in there? Or is it just saying this
This
is...
place is heavily guarded.
We've got archers at the top. Well, archer there. Nice. Randomly burnt bodies. Yeah, there we go. Maybe
This
not.
chain is huge. Poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
Ah, okay. That guy's gonna spot me. careful. Where can I shoot it from? Let's have a look around the other side. So I can shoot it from... I can get up this tree, but I'm not sure I can. Let's see. There we go. I wanted to do. Don't want to do that. Let's get right round. Do I need to shoot? Possible to shoot it from the chain? No. Could shoot this guy at the top. No matter how much noise I make then. Oh, he's off. No, the other side. It does look like I've got to do... No, he didn't notice that, and that was not effective. Oh, he's there. Anyone else see me? Or was it just him? Oh, good, okay. It's handy. I'm gonna have to shoot it.
Done. The path is clear.
I'll pick it.
Fine work.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dan. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy, and the ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dak?
And he is for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, dog. The ruins are not a warning. They're a testament. Look there, just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find?
No, Let us get a closer look.
Something's afoot.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they stop the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a Jarl. And if they are foes, then we fight them all, together.
Oh, nice. 2 skill points as well. Did they not look like assassins?
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
No, they could be Templars. Nope. Neither. Game of Thrones.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckerouts, and draw your weapon.
Let's
There we go.
finish them!
Kill these heathen bastards!
You have what you wished for, Dag.
Feels like
Whoa. What happened there? Who's throwing stuff at me? Anyone else? Slingshots are nasty.
dead. Come here. Hot dog.
Where else have we got? Fighting up here.
Now.
Couple more. Combat's really smooth. Oh, I want to finish him.
Have a look around, all of you. I want
Nice.
no more surprises.
Right. I will check the longhouse.
Broken bow. There's not much loot that I saw in the, I mean, it was an enormously long start to the story. I didn't realise that whole map.
Nothing to see here.
Just showing
All
how
good.
big it is. When you looted. Let's see, what have we got? Pick nice here, so that's rations. Got scavengers might still remain. We're hiding in the longhouse, okay. Let's see what we've got.
Eivor, look at this.
A noise trap. Might be something inside. I will have a look.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home. Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build. Expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work, my dear. And what else have you found?
Short notes, mostly. Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Cool, so we've got a world map and we can use the atlas to travel to and from. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to stop my footage just so that I can save that large chunk of story in case my PC crashes, which it has a tendency to do. So I don't want to lose this footage. And then either that will be the end of this part 6, or I'll be back shortly. So yeah, whether that's see you later or see you soon.